As the sun rises each day, we are presented with a rare and fleeting gift, the opportunity to live with intention. Each morning, before the noise of the world claims us, let us pause and ground ourselves in truths that guide us toward mastery over our minds, hearts, and actions. These 5 lines, spoken with conviction, will act as our compass in navigating the challenges of 2055. Why you can't miss this video. Picture this, a quiet morning, the world still at rest, and the opportunity to begin anew. Imagine stepping into each day armed with words so powerful they become a shield against chaos, a compass guiding you toward your best self. This video is not just a collection of affirmations. It's a profound journey through the wisdom of the ages, distilled into 5 transformative truths. Each line we explore is a portal, a key unlocking deeper insight, clarity, and strength. From gratitude to inner peace, these lines are not mere words. They are a way of life practiced by the greatest thinkers in history. This isn't just inspiration, it's the blueprint for resilience, self-mastery, and unshakable fortitude. Every moment of this video is designed to pull you in deeper, to challenge your understanding of what it means to truly live. It's a narrative that connects ancient wisdom with modern struggles, told in a way that feels deeply personal yet universally relevant. You will feel the chill of realization, the fire of motivation, and the grounding calm of clarity as we walk this journey together. These 5 lines will not only set the tone for your day, but plant seeds of change that grow into a lifetime of purpose and strength. By the end, you won't just understand these truths, you'll feel compelled to embody them. This isn't just a video, it's a transformation waiting to happen. So, stay with us until the final moment, because what you'll discover isn't just about the words, it's about the power they unlock in you. Let this be the video that shifts your mornings and your life forever. Will you take the first step? Click the link below and sign up for a weight loss challenge. 1:30, Wednesday, October 28th. Let me know on comment. and let's start explaining. 1. I am grateful for this new day. Gratitude is often misunderstood as a passive or fleeting emotion, but in truth, it is one of the most profound acts of mental discipline we can cultivate. When we pause each morning to acknowledge the privilege of being alive, we reset our focus. This isn't about ignoring our struggles or pretending life is perfect. It's about embracing the fact that despite its imperfections, life itself is a gift. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, urged us to reflect upon this privilege daily. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. This reminder calls us to reframe our perspective. Instead of waking with a sense of dread or routine monotony, we consciously choose to see the day as an opportunity, an empty page waiting for us to write upon it. Every breath, every moment of sunlight, every chance to connect with others or strive toward our goals is a reason for gratitude. Gratitude does not diminish the challenges we face. It does not deny the presence of pain or struggle. Rather, it shifts our attention away from what we lack and toward what we already possess. It is this act of shifting that strengthens our resilience. When you speak this line to yourself, let it serve as a reminder of your agency. You are alive, and because of this, you have the power to act, to grow, to improve, and to contribute. This sense of empowerment, rooted in gratitude, fuels our ability to overcome obstacles and make meaningful choices. The practice of morning gratitude also fortifies us against destructive emotions. As Seneca observed, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Gratitude teaches us contentment and shields us from envy, greed, and discontent. By grounding ourselves in the abundance of the present, we are less likely to be consumed by desires for what we do not have. And I am. In this way, beginning the day with gratitude is not merely a nicety, it is a strategy for cultivating inner strength, clarity, and resilience. It aligns us with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature, embracing what life offers us each day and finding the beauty in it. Let this line anchor you in the truth that every morning is a fresh start, a chance to live with purpose, to strive for virtue, and to grow into the person you aspire to be. In that recognition, gratitude becomes not just a feeling, but a daily act of courage and wisdom. 2. I embrace impermanence. Impermanence is the fundamental truth of existence. Everything we see, touch, and cherish is in a state of constant change. To resist this truth is to invite suffering, for clinging to the fleeting creates unnecessary pain. By embracing impermanence each morning, we align ourselves with reality, cultivating both courage and freedom. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." This is not a call to despair, but a call to action. When we recognize that life's moments are fragile and finite, we are inspired to live more fully, more intentionally. Each breath, each interaction, each opportunity is precious precisely because it will not last forever. And footnote: the freedom in letting go. Clinging to the illusion of permanence binds us to fear, fear of loss, fear of change, fear of endings. When we embrace impermanence, we release that grip. We stop trying to control the uncontrollable and instead focus on what we can influence: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." By accepting that nothing external, relationships, possessions, achievements, can be held onto forever, we shift our focus inward toward cultivating virtues and living with integrity. This shift liberates us from the torment of trying to freeze life in place. Living with urgency and presence. Acknowledging impermanence fuels a sense of urgency. Not a frantic rush, but a purposeful drive to live meaningfully. If we know that today may be our last, how differently would we approach it? Would we waste time on trivial conflicts or fleeting distractions? Would we withhold love or gratitude? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This perspective doesn't darken life, it illuminates it. It calls us to savor the present moment, to act with kindness, to pursue what truly matters. By embracing impermanence, we are emboldened to prioritize what aligns with our values and discard what does not. Finding strength in loss. Loss is inevitable, but it does not have to shatter us. When we embrace impermanence, we prepare ourselves for life's natural ebb and flow. We learn to grieve without despair, to let go without resentment. The Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus advised, "Everything that is born must die, so why cry over the inevitable?" This is not a cold dismissal of emotion, but a reminder that understanding impermanence allows us to face it with strength and acceptance. The morning reminder. When you speak this line each morning, let it ground you in the truth that impermanence is not an enemy, but a teacher. It shows us the beauty of life's transience and calls us to live deeply and authentically. To embrace impermanence is to embrace life itself, with all its joys and sorrows, knowing that the fleeting nature of these experiences gives them their worth. In accepting impermanence, we do not lose. We gain the clarity, resilience, and courage to walk through life unshaken by its inevitable changes. Let this truth guide you each day, reminding you to live boldly, love deeply, and act wisely, for nothing is promised except this moment. By practicing gratitude, one is able to withstand. 3. I cultivate compassion for myself and others. Compassion is not weakness, it is a profound strength born from understanding and wisdom. Each morning, when we commit to cultivating compassion for ourselves and others, we align ourselves with the Stoic principles of interconnectedness and the pursuit of virtue. This act is not about indulging others' flaws or excusing our own. It is about choosing empathy, patience, and humanity over judgment and disdain. Compassion begins within. We often overlook the importance of self-compassion, mistaking it for complacency or softness. In truth, self-compassion is the foundation of inner fortitude. To err as human, and acknowledging this truth allows us to treat our shortcomings with understanding rather than harsh criticism. Seneca wisely noted, "The mind that is anxious about the future is miserable." Harshness toward ourselves only deepens our anxieties and weakens our resolve. Self-compassion, on the other hand, fosters a sense of balance. It reminds us that failure is part of growth, and forgiving ourselves for past mistakes is essential for progress. This kindness toward ourselves is not indulgent but restorative. It strengthens us to face life's challenges with clarity and resilience. Extending compassion to others. Compassion for others flows naturally when we recognize our shared humanity. Each person we encounter carries their own burdens, fears, and struggles. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This insight highlights the interconnectedness of our experiences. We are all imperfect beings, striving to navigate life's complexities. When we judge others harshly, we fail to see that their actions, like ours, are shaped by circumstances, emotions, and limitations. Compassion allows us to replace judgment with understanding and hostility with patience. Compassion as a path to strength. Compassion is not a passive state. It is an active practice that requires strength and intentionality. When we choose compassion over anger, we take control of our emotional responses. This aligns with the Stoic ideal of self-mastery. Epictetus emphasized this when he said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." Choosing compassion means refusing to be provoked or consumed by negative emotions. It means acting with virtue even when others do not. This strength of character not only benefits others, but fortifies our own sense of peace and purpose. Compassion as a unifying force. Compassion is a recognition of our shared journey as human beings. It bridges the gap between self and other, reminding us that we are all participants in the same grand experiment of life. Marcus Aurelius reflected on this interconnectedness. We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. When we cultivate compassion, we honor this natural order. We become contributors to harmony rather than division, builders of connections rather than barriers. The morning reminder. Each morning, as you speak this line, let it ground you in humility and empathy. Reflect on your own imperfections and the grace you wish to extend to yourself. Then, extend that same grace to others, recognizing that everyone you meet is fighting battles you may not see. Compassion does not mean accepting wrongdoing or abandoning accountability. It means approaching life with a heart that seeks to understand rather than condemn. It transforms how we engage with ourselves, others, and the world. Through compassion, we become stronger, not weaker. We learn to face adversity with patience, heal wounds with kindness, and build relationships with authenticity. In this way, cultivating compassion each morning is not merely an act of virtue. It is a path to inner peace, resilience, and a more harmonious existence. 4. I walk the path of wisdom. Wisdom is not a destination. It is a journey, a lifelong pursuit of understanding, virtue, and clarity. To walk the path of wisdom each day is to commit to the deliberate cultivation of the mind and soul. This is the cornerstone of Stoicism, the recognition that wisdom is both the highest good and the guiding principle for a life of meaning and resilience. What does it mean to walk the path of wisdom? Walking this path begins with humility. We acknowledge that we do not know everything and that much of what we think we know may be incomplete or flawed. Socrates, often regarded as the father of Western philosophy, encapsulated this truth when he said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." This humility opens the door to growth. By recognizing our limitations, we free ourselves to learn, to question, and to seek deeper truths about ourselves and the world. It is a reminder that the pursuit of wisdom is not about perfection, but progress. Wisdom also requires discernment, the ability to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus famously wrote, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not." When we walk the path of wisdom, we direct our energy toward what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and choices. We stop wasting time on what lies outside our grasp, such as the opinions of others or the unpredictable twists of fate. This discernment is the foundation of peace and strength. Wisdom in daily life. Walking the path of wisdom is not confined to abstract philosophy. It is a practical guide to daily living. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is the essence of wisdom in action, to embody the virtues we admire, courage, justice, temperance, and fortitude, in our thoughts and deeds. It is a call to live intentionally, to align our actions with our values, and to strive for excellence without succumbing to pride or self-righteousness. The challenges of the path. The path of wisdom is not an easy one. It demands introspection, discipline, and the willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. It requires us to resist the distractions of trivial pursuits and fleeting pleasures, focusing instead on what truly matters. Seneca warned against the allure of superficial success and comfort. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. This transformation comes through wisdom, through the relentless pursuit of self-improvement, and the courage to face life's challenges with clarity and resolve. Walking together on this path. Wisdom is not a solitary journey. It is one we share as human beings, striving to navigate the complexities of life. When we walk the path of wisdom, we contribute not only to our own growth, but to the betterment of the world around us. We become sources of strength and guidance for others, inspiring them to seek truth and virtue. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "What is good for the hive is good for the bee." This interconnectedness underscores the importance of wisdom as a collective endeavor. By striving to live wisely, we create ripples of positive change that extend beyond ourselves. The morning reminder. When you speak this line each morning, let it be a call to action. Commit yourself to the pursuit of wisdom, not as an abstract ideal, but as a tangible practice. Ask yourself, how can I act with greater integrity today? How can I grow in understanding? How can I align my life more closely with the principles I hold dear? Walking the path of wisdom is not about being perfect. It is about striving, learning, and growing each day. It is about facing life's uncertainties with courage, meeting its challenges with resilience, and finding purpose in the pursuit of truth. Unquote. In choosing this path, we embrace the highest calling of our existence, to live not merely by instinct or impulse, but by reason and virtue. Let this reminder guide you each morning, fortifying your spirit and inspiring you to walk through life as a seeker of wisdom and a beacon of strength. 5. I am at peace with myself. True peace is not found in the external world but within. It is the quiet confidence that comes from self-acceptance, the mastery of emotions, and the alignment of our actions with our values. To declare, I am at peace with myself, is not to claim perfection, but to affirm that we have made peace with our imperfections and embraced the journey of becoming. The source of inner peace. Inner peace is rooted in self-control and fortitude, qualities that allow us to rise above the chaos of life. Epictetus teaches us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When we control our thoughts and reactions, we free ourselves from the grip of external circumstances. Peace is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to face them with equanimity. By mastering our inner world, we create a sanctuary of calm that no storm can disturb. Forgiveness and forgiveness. Being at peace with oneself requires acceptance. Acceptance of who we are, flaws and all. Acceptance of our past choices, both wise and unwise. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Self-acceptance does not mean we stop striving for improvement. It means we stop punishing ourselves for not yet being perfect. By forgiving our past mistakes, we free ourselves from the weight of regret and focus instead on the present moment. Peace is found not in denying our flaws, but in acknowledging them with compassion and committing to growth. Freedom from comparison. One of the greatest thieves of inner peace is comparison. We measure ourselves against others, chasing their approval or envying their success. Seneca warns us, "You will cease to fear if you cease to hope." This does not mean abandoning ambition, but detaching our sense of worth from external validation. When we stop seeking approval from others and focus instead on living with integrity, we liberate ourselves from the chains of comparison. Peace comes when we recognize that our value is intrinsic, not conditional upon the opinions or achievements of others. Facing life with equanimity. To be at peace with oneself is also to accept the impermanence of all things. Life's joys and sorrows ebb and flow like waves on the shore. Marcus Aurelius advises, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action." When we accept this transience, we stop clinging to what cannot last and fearing what cannot be avoided. Peace is the courage to face life's uncertainties with grace, knowing that our worth is not diminished by its fluctuations. Peace training. Morning affirmation. Each morning, as you say, "I am at peace with myself," let it serve as a reminder that your worth is not tied to what you achieve, own, or endure. It is rooted in the simple truth of your existence and your commitment to live virtuously. Reflect on what you have done well and where you have fallen short, but do so without judgment. Use this affirmation as a foundation for your day, a commitment to carry this peace into every interaction, every decision, and every challenge. The role of Stoic practice. Stoicism teaches us that peace is not passivity, but active engagement with life through the lens of reason and virtue. It is the strength to face adversity without despair, to meet success without arrogance, and to endure hardship without complaint. Peace is the reward for aligning our inner world with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The ripple effect. When we are at peace with ourselves, we become a source of peace for others. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the true definition of life is finding peace. Marcus Aurelius. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. By embodying calm and resilience, we inspire those around us to seek the same. Inner peace is contagious. It spreads through our actions and presence, creating harmony in the lives of others. Conclusion. To affirm, "I am at peace with myself," is to declare sovereignty over your inner world. It is a vow to live free from the turmoil of unchecked emotions, the weight of regrets, and the trap of comparisons. It is a commitment to walk through life with grace, clarity, and purpose. Let this reminder each morning ground you in the unshakable truth that peace is always within your reach. It is not found in the absence of challenges, but in the presence of a mind that remains steady, a heart that forgives, and a soul that strives for virtue. In this peace, we find the strength to face life with courage and to inspire others to do the same. As you take in the profound lessons of these 5 lines, pause for a moment and reflect. What if every morning began with this clarity, this strength? What if this wisdom became a part of your daily life, fueling your growth and resilience? If this video has sparked even a flicker of inspiration within you, consider this your chance to take action. By liking this video, you're not just supporting the message, you're signaling to the world and to yourself that you value the pursuit of wisdom and self-mastery. It's a small gesture that makes a massive difference, helping more seekers like you discover this transformative content. And by subscribing to the channel, you're joining a community of kindred spirits, people dedicated to living with purpose, fortitude, and inner peace. Every subscription is a step closer to building a space where ideas like these thrive, where you'll always find motivation, insight, and guidance when you need it most. We're on a mission to bring Stoic wisdom into the modern world, to make it accessible and deeply meaningful for anyone seeking strength in a chaotic world. By subscribing, you become part of this mission, shaping a community that inspires and uplifts. So, if this message resonates with you, don't let it stop here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's continue this journey together. There's so much more to explore, and your presence here means everything. Thank you for walking this path with us. Let's keep moving forward, stronger and wiser every day.